Welcome back to Dan's Messy Garage. This is going to be day 25 working on Project Betty, the 76 Monarch. In yesterday's day 24 video, I sprayed clear on the trunk and on that panel by the windshield up there. But I did not spray clear on the tops of the quarter panels. This was a test, and I'm saying the rest of the whole car is going to need clear on it over this white. This white just doesn't have as much shine. It just seems thin. And if you start sanding on that white, you go through it. Because I went through some air, not through, but see if the camera picks it up. Dark area here, that's where I was sanding yesterday. It's thin, that's like see-through into the primer below. And it did that same thing on, where was it? I think over on this side. Yep, right there. So this is gonna need another spray of white. You know, when I'm doing the rest of the car, I can just spray that. It'll blend okay on this. And plus it's gonna get cleared, so you never know it. But I made the decision, the whole car is gonna get clear coat over the white. Now what I'm going to do is the last coat of white that I spray on, I'm gonna mix some clear in with it. And then when I clear the whole car, it should look good. But see, the dust and specks that are in the clear, trying to see if I can just get them to show up. They're minor. And plus I know those will sand and buff out because I'm familiar with the clear. So that's my executive decision. I'm gonna paint the whole car. I'm going to clear the whole car, and I'm going to add clear to the last coat of white. So let's get to it. I got a lot of work to do. I decided today I'm going to start on the passenger side door down below here where I had some bubbles in the paint. Need to uncover everything, get all this plastic off. When you paint a car, you go through a lot of materials, folks. Lots of plastic, paper, masking tape, sandpaper, cleaners, wax grease remover, paint thinner. Just on and on and on. You're always using up materials. Got to have a lot of it on hand. I'm pulling off the plastic now. Done in a second. Hold on. Good enough. So now what I need to do is assess the tools and equipment needed here. Well, I can see the first thing I need to do. You guys already know this. Say it with me. Come on. Say it with me. What's number one? Clean, clean, clean. This has got mud, road debris. So I need to scrubulate on everything that I'm going to paint. Get my little grinder out, grind these bubbles down. Hopefully there's not a big hole in the door. I noticed on the other side, the driver's door has got a similar bad area. This all sounds good, but We'll have to find out. But first, people, clean, clean, clean. First thing I used was just some Dawn dish soap and water in a spray bottle. Next, I'm going to use good old Super Clean. Good stuff. I'm going to scrub that in there good. And then the last item I'll use is Sprayway Glass Cleaner. It's a winning combination in my book. Really is too bad that paint doesn't match. Because the rest of the car is in good shape. It would have been great if I could have just painted this, the roof, trunk, and be done. But good thing is I don't have a lot of body work to do. The fender, this door edge, which I forgot to scrub late on. I'll have to do that. And the only body work on this door is going to be right there. And that looks to be minor. The hood has a few dents in it, some scrapes, chipped paint. Not really a lot of body work. I still need to take the bumpers and everything off, and that's going to be a chore. Okay, I'm going in. Let's see what's behind that. Okay, it's mainly metal. A little bit of rust in there, and I can treat that with the POR 15 rust treatment solution. Got to keep it wet for 30 minutes. And then I can apply Duraglas to that. Glad to see that. Let's go check out the other side. This is the driver's side of the car. It's got a spot here. Looks a little bit bigger. Let's find out. You guys see what I see? Look, I did it again, people. I didn't clean, clean, clean. I'm going to do that right now. I'm really hoping somebody out there caught that before I mentioned it. Because I'm trying to teach you people. Now, could that have been a test to see if you were watching and listening? Possibly, maybe not. Clean, clean, clean first, people. Well, I'm glad to see that's all it is. So I'll be able to treat that easily with the rust prep solution. Keep it wet 30 minutes and move on. I have the chips sanded down and I applied Duraglas. I had to pound this dent down below the surface here. The others were just paint chips, more or less. I ground them down, put Duraglas on, and do the same on the sides. And then I have to do a lot of sandulating on this to get it smooth. I have the Duraglas sanded down all over the car, or where I put it. Had a dent fender. I'm not going to do every dent, but that was a good sized dent. Little chip there, and that rust that was there. That, of course. Set this down. Got those dents. Another dent in this side. And down there on the door. So I'm saying bodywork's done. That's all I'm gonna do. So now it's time to sand and take things apart. I'm not in the mood to take things apart. So I'm gonna sand and then sand some more. I have it sanded. I have self-etch primer on the spots where I put some Duraglas and possibly hit bare steel. I still have a little bit to do, like sand this mirror and figure out how I'm gonna hold it up and paint around it, because the cable doesn't want to pull out of here anymore. It runs over to the center of the instrument panel, and I'm not going to take everything apart for that. I still need to sand both the doors around there. But that's it. I'm beat. I've been in here for many hours today. And I'm going to call this the end of day 25. When I work on this stuff, the video is on what I did that day. If I'd have felt more up to it, I could have taped this off and primed it. But that's going to have to be for day 26 or beyond. So thank you for watching Dan's Messy Garage. Please stay tuned to my channel and see what the next steps are on Project Betty. Bye.